Society is crumbling. Society is breaking down, literally breaking down.
Yeah, but he's literally helping the breakdown of that.
How so?
By attacking protesters.
Well, hold on.
Just because you want to have a fucking photo op?
Like I
you don't think that's an abuse of power? You don't think that's an incredible abuse of power?
Like I said, that part wasn't included with the original story.
Well, no, I understand that, but
the
we're talking about
clearing
your
of the
opinion.
park and thing.
Right. We're talking about your opinion now. We're not
but
talking about your opinion
not,
originally.
How is it not showing that, like, you're trying to establish that there is law and order, that society is not breaking down, that you are safe to leave your home. You're trying to give people.
I think
confidence.
You're giving way too much credit for this.
Well, you don't. But I mean, walking the president of the United States just walking through the park, that doesn't establish. I mean, isn't that optically?
Did they even show? No one focused on him walking there. I don't even know if was that even shown.
They did. They showed him walk over.
Everyone focused on the picture of him holding the Bible awkwardly and standing in front of it.
Yeah, but they showed the whole clip. And not only that, like, the Bible is the ultimate sign of someone's watching you. We're all in this together. Come on. You're like, no.
No, this is the Scott Adams 10-dimensional chest argument. Okay.
10-dimensional chest.
Trump had like all this like complex thoughts about like, I have to show that there's law and order. So I'm gonna like clear the streets and show.
Well, what do you think was going on there?
I'm gonna hold the Bible.
What do you think was going on there?
So they can look up and say that they're being judged from above. No, it was fucking. First of all, supposedly it was his daughter's idea. She's like, oh, you should take a photo in front of the church with the Bible.
Okay, so his daughter thought of it.
I think they just said, you should just take a photo op in front of the church. That'll look good.
For what? That was about good how? Come on.
Because you're supporting religion in the church. They didn't Adam, they didn't even tell the people that work in the church.
Do you understand?
They didn't even tell the people. They didn't even tell the religious folk. I don't know if they're priests. I don't know what denomination they were. If they're priests or preachers. They didn't even tell them that they were going to do this. There were priests and preachers that were there that were getting like kicked out and getting pepper sprayed because they're like, what the fuck's happening? They just fucking did it.
Right.
He has no respect for religion or that church specifically. When he was at the photo op,
I'm not saying he has respect for religion. I'm saying that he's using religion as a tool to establish law and order. Like, come on.
No, it's a lot. No, he's not. It's just a photo op. He wants to make himself look good.
You're just saying it was an accidental thing.
No,
there was no purpose behind it.
What? No. The purpose was for him to look good to the law and order and religious crowd. Okay, it's a perfect
for the voters. So you're just saying it's for the voters.
Yes, you have a bunch of crazy asshole protesters burn down a church for God knows what fucking reason, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, that what could be like a worse symbol for the shittiness of the protesters? They burnt down a fucking church.
Yeah, the optics on that is
right.
Awful.
The optics on that fucking terrible. So then Trump's like, oh, well, this is the perfect optics for me. I'm going to be in front of the church and I'm going to be like, see, the protesters are bad. They burnt down the church. I'm the president. I'm in front of church. I support churches. I got a Bible. Like, that's all it is.
James Rockin, TDS, big baller, TDS.
Yeah, because
Joe Mama.
That have,
this isn't TDS, guys.
These are the TDS crowd people that have everything Trump does is fine. Everything is 10-dimensional.
Drunk shovel. This is peak TDS.
It's calling it TDS is the same thing as saying
MTMD. Sitch is completely illogical on this.
No, when I say something, you say it's TDS. That's literally me just saying, well, Adam, you're just being white and fragile.
Hold on. No, wait a second. I'm making the argument. I'm making a complete...
You're making an argument about mind reading his mental state is what you're doing.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're saying you're assuming the reasons for why he did something and then saying it's justified.
I am saying that a logical course of action would be to show the people optically that there is safety in the streets. And nothing says there is safety in the streets than the president of the United States, who usually walks around or is driven around in an armored vehicle, just strolls through the park with a bunch of dudes.
So
that says the streets are safe. Not only that, he walked through the streets that were like graffiti was everywhere. Like they had their heyday out there. It looked like a fucking war zone.
Okay, so let's assume
That
that's
is a logical thing
so
to do. Not only that,
let's
to hold up the
assume
Bible, which is like, okay, I don't know if you know this, but the police force is not enough. If everyone gets unruly and out of line, there are not enough cops to keep the peace. Like, that's generally the way it works.
right.
So the idea of the God is watching you, even if the police can't get you, God will get you in the end, motherfucker. Be peaceful. That's great optics. It's not,
Okay.
and you're calling it 10-dimensional chess like it's not. It's checkers. Like it's a basic thing
You're
that you
right.
think of.
Okay.
You're like,
So
oh,
it's
this
okay.
is basic.
So well, hold on. Okay. So let me assume everything you said was the intention. Okay. Right. I'll grant you all that.
Yeah.
That would still make Trump a fucking idiot. Because how stupid would you be to not think there's going to be 1 million press people out there in the crowd filming the part right before you walking down the street where you attack all the protesters and all the press people, and that completely destroys the whole image you're trying to cultivate.
Well, you would. It's the same exact thing.
Exactly.
No. I have an
There's
argument.
The TDS. Oh my God.
You gonna let me make my argument? I'll wait. Let me make my argument. Okay. The press puts out wild stories all the time that they're forced to print retractions, right?
Right.
Who sees the retraction and who sees the story?
No one sees the retraction.
No one sees the retraction, exactly. And the firing on the tear gas in the park is the retraction. It is.
Oh,
less people are going to see it.
Because it's not. Because it didn't happen. Everyone saw. What are you talking about?
It's like the bigger.
Every
probably
single person.
It probably is
saw
the bigger
this.
story.
Everyone criticized this universally. Okay.
Bum Luck says, "Yeah, Adam's wrong. It was absolutely retarded."
Every single.
You could be right. You could be right.
The Australian government got involved
with
this because they're like, you fucking attacked an Australian reporter.
Okay,
This is disastrous.
So I agree that. So I'm not making the argument that it's 10-dimensional chess, because if it was 10-dimensional chess, he would have cleared the park peacefully ahead of time. Correct? Like that would have been the thing to do. Then everything would have been done correctly. But Trump kind of fucked that up. So anyway, moving on.
You said Adam can't read Trump's mind, but aren't you doing the same thing by ascribing motive and telling him how religious he is? You think Trump is Trump is not religious. This isn't.
There you go, mind reading again.
Trump isn't religious. Okay. Yeah, I don't think
anyone
Trump is
who cheats on his wife that much, prays that he doesn't get caught. Come on.
That's true. Very religious man cheats on his wife like 3 times, 4 times. Of course. All of his wives 3 times, 4 times.
Well, those are the only times he got caught. Are you kidding me? The prayers work sometimes.
There you go. The prayers work sometimes. Yeah, no, look, if there was people in the act of looting and burning down the church, and then Trump sent the National Guard to protect the church, I would agree with that 100%. But that's not what happened. This was way after the fact.
When did the walk happen? Was after the first day of looting?
It was, I don't know what the exact timeline was.
Okay.
Because the church was burned down at night. So it was probably the next day.
Yeah, it was the first day of looting.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
So after the church was destroyed or burned down.
So it makes sense.
Or I don't know if it was all burned down or damaged. Whatever the fuck happened to the church. After it was looted and burned.
They have the first night of looting.
Right.
And Trump wakes up in the morning and he thinks, we're on the edge here. The world, the nation could be on fire tomorrow. Like every
Ivanka
major
was thinking
city.
This, right?
Yeah, she woke up before him.
Right. There you go. Is that your cat?
Yeah. That's Wormy. Wormy wants in. That's not the dementia cat. Wormy's just depressed. He's like, let me in. I want petting. So anyway, back to the more important thing. Fuck that cat. He says to himself, he's like, we have to show the world that we're not going to let that looting go on again tonight. So he doesn't care about. And you're going to
do that by
he's going to show the display of like the tear gas adds to that message.
Like, wait, if that's the image, wouldn't you just have the police standing in front of the church, like protecting it at night? Wouldn't that be the image you want to cultivate?
I'm just saying, like, you've already agreed that You've already agreed that Trump walking through the park is a masterful display of
for his base, yes, for his side of the
well,
political
and
aisle,
also
yes.
for like law and order, like safety.
No, I don't agree. I agree that it's a good political tact for people that like Trump. Sure, I agree with that 100%. I don't see it as a big, grand, unifying gesture, as apparently you're.
I'm not saying it's a big, grand, unifying gesture. I'm saying it's a gesture that says, listen, if you're like, this won't be tolerated in the United States. Like our people are going to be safe to walk the streets, and I'm the president. I'm going to show you that we are safe walking the streets. Like if I can walk the streets, you can walk the streets.
Okay. Oh, I did not interpret it that way.
Why did you interpret it? Like what? Why would he do that?
Interpret it as a cynical photo op.
What? So he had no purpose
what did he say?
What
speech did he give at the church that made
Whose job is
think
it?
this?
I'm saying that like this. It's not about the speech. It's about the walk.
Okay. So if he gives the walk and then his speech has nothing to do with the concepts you talked about.
Dude, how different is it if he doesn't walk over there, if he, drives over there in an armored caravan? It says something completely different. It says that, we're going to protect our elites and you, the people, can get fucked. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Like him walking over there says
bullshit photo ops anyway. So this has always been my stance. Doesn't matter what political party you are from. I don't believe in bullshit photo ops ever. Okay. I didn't agree with Obama fake drinking the water from Flint, Michigan. I don't agree with Trump awkwardly holding a Bible in front of a church.
You buy into what Scott Adams says about the psychology of the nation, right?
No, I think no. I agree that it's persuasive to people that like Trump. I disagree with the idea that it's persuasive to anyone else.
When the American president can walk through what looks like a war zone without fearing for his safety, that sends a powerful message to people.
Except that's not the message that was sent.
Well, what do you think?
That's not what anyone
That's the message I received. What message did you receive?
What I saw repeated
you need
again
to talk
and again
to your gut. Your gut saw a message.
What was the image? The image you saw repeatedly again and again was not a still image of Donald Trump walking an empty street covered with graffiti and garbage with no police officer in sight. That was not the image that was portrayed everywhere on the internet. It was the image of him standing there holding a Bible up, looking weird. That was the image that was spread everywhere on every news station and all over the internet. I don't know what you're talking about.
The first image that I got out of this whole scenario was Trump walking over from the White House to the church. That's the first thing that I saw.
Well, but see, that shows the importance of how...
I immediately said, that's fucking badass. Right. I immediately said that's badass. That shows people that the president of the United States will not be intimidated by hooligans. That's exactly what it
shows you how irrelevant this entire conversation is, because it's not so dependent. It's because it's entirely dependent on framing. Okay?
Yes.
You see an image first and it makes you have this emotional feeling. I see an image first and makes me have a completely opposite emotional feeling. Okay, that's why this is exactly so fucking useless. It's all just emotions and framing.
Yeah, but obviously we have two different camps in the United States that have different emotional responses to the same fucking man. This is the whole idea of two movies on one screen.
Right.
Like I understand that people on the left see Trump walking through the park and think that's a dictator. Look at him. He's fucking swaggering through the park, like knocking people aside with tear gas. He's an autocrat ready to take power and keep it forever. I understand that there's that narrative.
Okay.
But you see both movies, for heaven's sakes. There's the other narrative too.
Okay. Whatever. I'm not denying that second movie exists. I repeatedly said again and again that I agree that it's a good persuasive message to people that like them. I don't know what okay.